What's up, party people? It's your girl, Leah Khadijah, the Queen of New York. Or one of the queens in New York, because there's so many. And always keep that in mind that we all have the potential to be queens. Okay? Some are there already, some are striving to get there, some are just not there at all. But we can work on them, right? And one of those people we need to work on is Nicki Minaj, right? Now, I wasn't gonna bring her up again, but since she's like a trending topic everywhere you turn, I'm like, you know what? Since it's on my heart, let me speak my mind. From the beginning, when she first came out, I wasn't a fan. I could not really relate to her. And it's sad because we both are from Queens. Um, but it was just something about her swag that it wasn't who I am. You understand? And that's fine. That didn't take away from her talent, her numbers, how much money she was making. It didn't take away from that. And eventually I started to appreciate the person that she was. I like a lot of her music. Some of it I can do without. But that's with any artist. They're going to be hits, they're going to be misses. But what I've realized in this new millennium is that it's not enough just to be a good artist and be talented. You have to connect to your audience for the most part. There's always going to be haters. There's always going to be haters. But in this social media era, it's so hard. And I'm not an old lady, but I'm in my 30s. So I come from the era when I was growing up as a young girl. The Aliyahs, the TLCs, the Escapes, all these girl groups who gave us an image to look up to, and it was a tomboy image mixed with sexy. It didn't take away from their beauty. If anything, it added to their beauty because they're showing. I could put on some baggy jeans. Yeah, my belly might be showing. Hair done, makeup done, and you could still see who I am. It didn't take away from their artistry, and it actually gave young girls a better image to look up to. Now, I know it's a lot of pressure for artists to feel like, people are looking up to me, but this is kind of what you signed up for, in a way. It should be all fair game because you know that being a celebrity, you're going to get scrutinized. You're going to get praised, and you're going to get scrutinized at the same time. There's no in between. Okay? Anytime you're becoming famous in any type of way. And that's even for some of these YouTube stars. Some of these YouTube stars on here get scrutinized because, listen, I read comments on every post. I may not read every single comment, but I'll scroll through and see what the people are talking about. It's just something in me that I'm not just a superficial person when it comes to social media. Oh, I just want to see pretty pictures. It's boring to me. Okay? I like the real, the raw, the true. People being their authentic selves. And one thing I can't take about Instagram is that it gives these young girls a false perception of what sexy is. Okay? People want to, and I know I'm veering off, but there's a lot of women in the urban community that have been sexually abused as a child. And that's unfortunate. I'm not saying that it's right. I'm not condoning any of that behavior. It's totally wrong. Men that do things like that should be put under the jail. But then I see these young girls coming up that are way too grown for their age. I don't have any daughters right now, but I will one day. And I cannot imagine allowing my daughter to watch a Nicki Minaj type, a lot of these Instagram models and expect her to be an upstanding citizen and say, oh no, I don't want to look like that. I don't want to dress like that. And again, when I was coming up, Little Kim was out, and she is the matriarch of the sexy female rapper. I don't care what nobody says. She started that. Because before her, everybody was a tomboy. They thought that being a rapper means you have to be man-like, right? The Brat, Queen Latifah, MC Light, all of these women, even Salt and Pepper, they were sexy, but they were not overly sexual. Their lyrics might have been a little bit of a sexual tease, but their persona was still, she's fly, but not she's a thought, she's a bird. Those things never really existed back then, where men could really say any of these female rappers was birds or thoughts, or no, it wasn't that type of vibe. Okay, things change. However, just watch what your young girls are seeing and pay attention to the images that they are taking in and wanting to adopt. So I know I veered off a little, but Nicki Minaj's outfit at the VMAs, her red carpet outfit, it was beautiful, but it was not appropriate for that event. Period. It was not appropriate for that event. And I think, I don't know if some women just weren't brought up with the same values, but even the fact that she's a 35-year-old woman does not mean that she could just wear whatever she want to wear, do whatever she want to do. People are going to scrutinize you. That was an outfit you wear on the beach, to a pool party, maybe even a costume party for Halloween. You have to know what events are appropriate to wear certain outfits. Period. It's not to say you can't be sexy, but it's like, when I'm on Instagram, I'm like, damn, everybody's wearing a thong now. Like, it takes away from the mystery. So it's like, I understand in a sense why guys are the way they are. There's no more mystery. It is none. It's like, I see every dimple in your ass already. So I'm good. I'm good. Why do I need to try to undress you when you're already undressed? I'm good. Like, I see every mark, every crevice, everything. So what makes you different from another female? Especially if you have a nasty attitude. Okay, you might look a certain way, but there's so many girls that look the same. It's so many girls that look exactly the same. I'm getting bored, and I'm a heterosexual woman. Like, I'm getting bored. I'm getting bored. It's like colorful weave, long weave, lace front, big boobs, fat ass, big hips, no stomach, like Fashion Nova, Louboutins, like, and again, people could say, oh, you a hater, you a hater. You don't think I could get a lace front wig? You don't think I could pile makeup on my face? You don't think I can put a thong bikini on and take pictures for the gram? That's not hard to do. It's really not. But I'm cut from a different cloth, and I'm from a different era. Not shading anyone. I'm not putting anyone down because we as adults can do what we want to do. But my opinion is the Nicki Minaj, if you want to succeed at this stage in your life because you are getting older, you have to change your personality, unfortunately. You're not 25, you're 35. You know? And it's not because, you know, she's a single woman, but I feel like not being a mom has a lot to do with women's immaturity. Because once you become a mother, I guarantee if Cardi B wasn't a mom and all of this was going on, it might have went a whole nother way. But you get to a point where it's like, this is not important right now. I'm trying to make money. Period. Period. That's it. Like, her attitude is disgusting. You go into the VMAs with a see-through skirt, but you want the younger generation to follow you. That's what you want to see? You want these young girls to go straight to the plastic surgeon when they turn 18? Like, come on. So, that's my thoughts for today. Nicki Minaj is on a downward spiral. I feel bad for her, honestly. I hope she gets some mental help because we all need mental help at times. Doesn't make her a bad person. Doesn't mean that she will never bounce back from this. But right now, somebody needs to take her phone. Like, you're doing the most. You're giving Queens, New York a bad name. Like, we come from salt and pepper. Are you for real? This is the image that you're portraying? The same Queen Bee, Little Kim, that you tried to knock out the box is the same person you're emulating. There's no reason you should have did that Dream song. Big did it, Kim did it, that's it. We don't need your interpretation. And then want to talk about somebody for buying their lyrics or paying different bloggers to promote them. And you remade a song that was already remade by somebody that you don't even fuck with. Ladies, we gotta do better. We gotta do better. What I'm seeing in social media right now is crazy. Black women, bad enough we already low on the totem pole in regards to how our own men view us. And our attitudes, including mine, which her acting like this made me look at myself like, why would a man want to be in a relationship with that type of woman? What man would want that? You know, we let the hurt and the pain and people expecting us to be strong to basically taint our image. You know? That's why a lot of these other races are winning. Other races of women are winning. You got upset with Kylie Jenner for posting something about going to her man's concert or whatever on tour with him. Why do you think he's with another race? He can't even have a conversation with you, probably. Because you're so up here, you're so above it, you're so strong. Where's the vulnerability? I'm not saying you gotta cry, but you're not a man and you're going up against men. You knew this was a male-dominated industry because when you first came out, you wasn't talking like this. You was kissing ass and licking toes to these same men. And now, because they like another female rapper, you in your bag. Lord, can a female rapper come out that's just like a natural chick, good personality, good image for the black young girls coming up? That has always been my dream. It's like I had this vision of the perfect rapper, but everybody wants to be a Barbie doll. Everybody has to come out fake. Everybody has to be overtly sexy to get attention. You know, I was watching the show Unsung the other day, and I was watching Shanice. Now, I saw most of the Unsung, and majority of the times, the women that don't make it to that superstar status is because they didn't sell themselves short. They wasn't overtly sexy. They didn't have to have the image that everybody else had. They just wanted to be their authentic selves. And although that's unfortunate, I give much respect and props to those artists that stay true to themselves, and they don't allow what everybody else is doing to affect their artistry. So, on that note, I'm out. I thank y'all for listening. I know I went off on a rant. I was supposed to be talking about Nicki Minaj, but I took it other places. Stay tuned for my next video. I love y'all. Subscribe to my page, Leah Khadijah.